Vikersund, Norway. We are at historic ground, the site of the world's biggest ski jump in the world, with the world record of 251.5 meters. But today we will have a competition on the normal big hill here. It's a calculation point on 105 meters, and the hill size of this hill is 117 meters. The hill record is held by Norwegian retired ski jumper Kim René Elverum Sorsell. And today we will have the first of two Continental Cup ski jumping competitions here from Vikersund. It's 58 competitors from 15 countries, and we are looking forward to a really exciting competition. And we have already had 2 training rounds with a lot of good jumps. And we are looking forward to the competition, which will start at 1800 with the Japanese jumper Yukin Iwasa. It's snowing today in Vikersund. It's around 0 degrees Celsius. And the night is coming, so we will have a floodlight competition. As you can see, there is trial jumpers at the hill right now, making sure that everything is set for the competitors who will come later on.
Hvis noen har mulighet, så tror jeg det en fordel. Folk av minne vil de gjerne ha til å tråkke og merke og blåse.
This will be the fourth and third last Continental Cup competition of the season. The final weekend will take place in Tchaikovsky, Russia next weekend. So the season is nearing its end. The overall leader so far is Clemens Eigner from Austria. And he has a total score of 707 points. He's leading the Continental Cup ahead of Carl Geiger, who is not present here. And Tom Hilde, who is not so far behind Geiger. So Tom Hilde has a really good chance here to move up in the overall standings. In total, we are missing 3 of the top 10 competitors of the Continental Cup. It's in addition to Geiger, it's Florian Altenburger from Austria, and also the Polish jumper Bartłomiej Klusek. They are competing in the World Cup this weekend, which is held in Krzyż in Poland. We have 5 judges as normal in this competition. All of them are from Norway. It's Geir Steinar Loeng, Jørn Larsen, Inge Eriksrød, Tom Ullmann, and Martin Rønningen. And then we are ready to start the competition, and it's Yukin Iwasa who will start this competition. He is from Japan and had some really strong training jumps. It looks nice. He's flying a little bit longer than the calculation line. His longest jump in the training was 111 meters. This is probably not that far, but it's definitely a good jump here. 107 meters. And a nice style too, 115.5 points, and is of course in the lead so far. Start number 2, Chil-Gu Kang from Korea. 99.5 meters as his best on the training. This is a little bit shorter. It's a little bit longer than the 90 meters for the Korean jumper. 92 meters is the distance. And total points of 80.4 in the second place so far. Start number 3 is from Russia. It's Alexandr BAZHENOV. Had 94.5 and 95 meters in training, so he was all right there, and he's jumping much better here. It's around 100 meters for the Russian jumper. It's a good skill to be able to jump a little bit better in the competition than in training. The distance for the Russian, 100.5 meters. He should be in the second place so far. He is 99.7 points. Start number 4 is from Ukraine. It's Yevhen MARUSIAK. And he leaps out, flying down here in the Vikersund hill, and also he is around 100 meters. A little bit problems in the landing. The right ski there's with some difficulties, but there's not a crash for the Ukrainian jumper, who is born in the year 2000, so he's not very old. So far only 15 years old of age. The distance here, 99 meters, and the total points of 92.6 so far in third place with the Ukrainian. Start number 5 from Poland, Artur Kukula. Looks to be a nice jump. It's in between 100 and 105 meters. Kukula, who had 106 meters in the first training. And the distance here is 104 meters. Style points around 17, and it's a second place so far with 108.1 points. And the next jumper is from Korea. He jumped in the big hill here in 2000 with a spectacular crash. Now he's on the big hill. And had 104.5 meters as his best in the training. Yoonki Kim. Also a little bit trouble in the landing there for Kim, but he's also able to land his jump 103.5 meters. And is punished a little bit by the judges, but it's a good point score here, 107 points. He is so far number 3 in the competition. Start number 7 is from Poland. His name is Adam Ruda. He's at the jump, flying down the Vikersund hill, and also he is around 100 meters. 106 in the first training, 91.5 in the second. 99 meters here. He will be looking at the 4th place, maybe. Adam Ruda here from Zagorz. He's number 5 actually. He's also behind the Russian BAZHENOV. The points is 98.7. We are moving on to the Ukrainian, Stepan Pashinik. He was a competitor at the Youth Olympics in Lillehammer a couple of weeks ago. Born in 1998. The Ukrainian, 93.5 meters. And he will probably be ranked number 7, and the score is 88.4 points for the Ukrainian from Kremenets ski school. We are moving on to number 9 from France, Mathis CONTAMINE. It's nice flying there, but the distance is not good enough to challenge the jumpers leading here, but this is a very young jumper. He is born in 2001. It's So I can understand the youngest competitor of the competition. He's only 14 years of age. And so far, number 7 after 94.5 meters. Start number 10 is also from France. Nolé Revelois Blanchard. Good jump here, around 102, 103 meters here for the French competitor. Will probably challenge the jumpers up ahead, 102.5. That's the fourth longest jump so far, and he's in second place. The French here, 109.5 points. Dominik KASTELIK from Poland is start number 11. So he is around 100 meters plus. It's obvious that it will be really tight around that distance. So the style will be very important here. 101 meters for KASTELIK. And we are awaiting the final score, 102.4 points so far. Number 5. It's 30 jumpers who will move on to the final round later. We will continue now with another jumper from Poland, Dawid JARZABEK. Also him, competitor at the Youth Olympics a couple of weeks ago. Around 100 meters to JARZABEK. The distance 99 meters, the points 101.3. That's so far number 6. And we have a Finnish jumper at start number 13. Frans TAEHKAEVUORI. Seemed to be a little bit late on the jump there. And could not bring the energy and the speed in a good way in his jump, 101 meters. And so far, number 5, 102.6 points. From Ukraine, Vitaly Kalnichenko. He is start number 14. And 102 meters was his best training jump. Looks nice over the null there. He's flying down around the calculation line. Also problems with the right ski. He's still like a third or fourth jumpers with some problems there in the landing. The judges will punish him a little bit there probably. 104 meters is the second longest jumps, but the style and the wind compensation brings him into fourth place, 107.8 points. And we'll move on to number 15 from Austria, Maximilian STEINER. A little bit problems with the one ski over the null there, but he brings himself back in good shape. Nice landing for the Austrian jumpers. A jumper at 104.5 meters. And waiting the marks here. And he's in second place so far with 111.4 points. Start number 16 is from Poland, Krzysztof LEIA. Great jump there from LEIA. It's longer than the calculation point on 105 meters. It's 107 meters, which equals Yuki Niwasa, who is leading so far. Nice marks here too, 18s and 17.5s, and he is in the lead. 117.1 points for Krzysztof LEIA. And we will continue with the Polish jumper here, Andrzej ZAPOTOCZNY. He's from Zakopane. This is kind of disappointing, I will assume. Zapotoczny, who jumped to 96.5 and 94 meters in the training. This is 97 meters, so it's actually around his training jumps, so maybe not that bad. 13th place so far, 93.8 points. And from Finland, Juho OJALA. He's the first competitor with points in the overall standings so far. And this is over 100 meters. And was a little bit disappointed there, the Polish jumper, even though he's jumping longer than in training, but it's probably due to the landing. 101.5 meters and 103.6 points. That's 8th place so far for the jumper from Kuusamo. From Netherlands, quite exciting to be ski jumping, Lars Antonissen. There's been a number of Dutch jumpers over the years, but nobody really making a name for himself in the top of the world of ski jumping. And Lars here with the 91 meters so far and 80.9 points, and he is number 18 out of 19 jumpers so far. Jill Kukang is the leader from the bottom. From the United States of America, Christian Freeberg. Freeberg, 103 meters on training as his best, and 88 meters. Quite a difference there. This is probably closer to 103 than 88, but I don't think it was 100 meters here. 97 meters for Freeberg. And he is number 14 so far with 95 points even. We are moving closer to the first Norwegian, who is Marius LINDVIK at start number 31. But from Finland, Antti AALTO. Looks not that good. It's not 100 meters, and you will probably have to be closer to 105 than 100 to qualify for the final round. And when AALTO here is leaping in 94 meters, it's way too short to be in the top here. 85.5 points, and he's number 19 so far. From France, Paul Brasme. Looks very nice. It's maybe the longest jump so far from the French competitor, born in 1997 in the 105 meters in training. Looks happy here, of course, on the outrun. And the distance here, 110 meters. And that's the lead so far with 122.8 points. A great jump there from France. That was a nice surprise so far. And then we will have one of the more experienced jumper here, Mikhail MAKSIMOCHKIN. He's been jumping a lot of World Cup competitions and even also the Olympics in Sochi. 19 in the World Cup as best, but this is not good enough from MAKSIMOCHKIN, who jumps for Nizhny Novgorod, 102 meters. And that's 105.7 points. 9th place so far. And from Japan, start number 24, Naoki Nakamura. It's around 105 meters, maybe a little bit shorter. Should we make a guess here on 104.5? And we are waiting the official distance, of course. So far it's 0 meters. But he gets 110.8 points. So that's 5th so far. We have to come back with the distance there. We're apologies for that. And it's Janni REISENAUER from Austria in the air now. And that's also a great jump. I think it's maybe over 110 meters, and he's happy on the outrun, of course. And it's the French jumper Paul Brasme who is leading with 110. This is 111. The styles, this is 17.5 and 18 counting. And this is the new leader from Austria, Janni REISENAUER, 123.4 points. And from Czech Republic, Viktor Polacek. Looks also very good there. He's flying to the right in the hill, but he has no problems landing. But the telemark was not that good. 111.5 meters, that's the new best distance so far. And we will see if he's able to take the lead. No, he is not, due to weak style points. 120.8 points and 3rd place so far. But it's 2.6 points behind the leader, so it's not too bad. From Swiss now, Tobias BIRCHLER from Einsiedeln. Looks also nice for the Swiss jumper. He is also over 110 meters. There's a lot of nice jumps here. And that's what we like. He was 109.5 in the first training. This is 114 meters. That's by far the best jump so far. And it's 18.5 and 19s from the 5 judges. And we have a new leader. 10 points ahead of Janni REISENAUER for Tobias BIRCHLER. 133.4 points. And from Russia, number 28, Roman Sergeyev Trofimov. And also Trofimov is around the calculation point here, after jumping 104 and 104.5 in the training, and is adding another half meter here. 105 meters for Trofimov, and he's number 7 so far with 112.8 points. And number 29, also a competitor of the Olympic Youth Games at Lillehammer a couple of weeks back, Masamitsu ITO. He's waiting the signal from his coach, and he's got it, and he's in the in-run. This is not even close to be able to challenge the jumpers who is at the top of the leaderboard. 91 meters was the distance in the training jump Ito had. This is 100 meters, and he's number 18 so far with 101.5 points. We are already halfway through the first round. This is going really fast because of the snow. This is Pascal Kaelin from Swiss, number 30. He's not able to challenge his teammate, Tobias BIRCHLER, who is the leader so far. But he's adding on his distance from the training. This is 103.5 meters, total points of 109.9. And that is 10th place so far for Pascal Kaelin, who has been jumping a little bit over World Cup in his career. And then we will have the first Norwegian silver medalist at the Lillehammer Olympic Youth Games. This is Marius LINDVIK. He's already in the air. Let's see on Marius here. Looks nice, looks nice. It's over the calculation point, and a really nice telemark landing there from the native of Frogner outside of Oslo. 108.5 meters here for LINDVIK. Nice style, 17.5 and 18s from the judges, and so far number 5, Marius LINDVIK, 120.6 points. And then we will have the Olympic champion from Sochi in the team competition, Marinus KRAUS. Now in the Continental Cup, and let's see what KRAUS can achieve here. It's a nice jump, but his form is not as it was when he was the Olympic champion, of course. That season he also had a second place in the individual World Cup event in Kuusamo. KRAUS here with 109 meters. And he is in second place so far, 124.2 points. And from Switzerland, number 33, Andreas SCHULER. Also he is over 105 meters, but he will not be able to challenge those leading this competition. 108 meters, total points of 118.9. That's 7th place so far. From Slovenia, number 34, Ernest PRISLIC from Zagorje. He's number 51 in the overall Continental Cup standings. And also he is able to jump over 105, so there's a lot of jumper here adding to the distance of their training. 108 meters, which is half a meter longer than his best jump in the training. And 119.9 points and into a 7th place. So it seems that you will probably be jumping over 105 meters here to qualify for the final round. And now Robert Johansson from Lillehammer, 243.5 meters. He jumped here in Vikersund earlier this year, on the way to 18th place in the competition there. This is of course not that long, but it's still over 105 meters. So he will be in a position probably to make the second round here, Robert. 108.5 meters and 121.4 points, and that's number 5 so far. Robert, who jumped 102.5 meters in the only training jump he made, so he is adding to that distance. From Germany, Paul Winter. Also, he is jumping longer than 105. But he looks quite happy down there at the outrun. This is 106.5 meters, so it's a little bit shorter than Johansson, who jumped before him. 118.8 meters here, and a 10th place so far for Paul Winter. A really nice second name there for a skier. And from Poland, Krzysztof MIETUS from Zakopane. In the air, flying in the V style. And MIETUS also around the calculation point there. 106 meters. And the points, 115.3, and that's so far number 13 for Krzysztof MIETUS. And he's adding a lot of meters from his best training jump at 98 meters. Then we will move to Czech Republic and Vojtech STURSA. 108 meters in the only training jump he had. And he's flying nice here. And oh, that was close to a crash, I guess. Also problems with the right ski. It can be a little bit challenging with all the snow we had this day. Snow will be a little bit of a challenge for the jumpers. 109 meters here, and he's number 13 he's number 6 so far. 121.3 points. That's only 0.1 point behind Johansson. And from Austria, Daniel Huber. It's a quick competition here, of course, as I said, due to the snowfall. And the shorter time we can have in between the jumpers, the equal the conditions will be due to the snow, which is not falling right now, but 99.5 meters here for Huber, and he's number 23 so far, 106.1 points. From Slovenia, Rok Justin, he had 105 meters in his second training jump, which was his best. Leaps into the air here in Vikersund and flying down to a distance greater than 105 meters. 109 meters for Rok Justin. And nice judges marks here with 18 and 18.5s. And he's actually number 2 so far with 127.7 points. But still in the lead, Tobias BIRCHLER ahead of Justin and Marinus KRAUS. Anze SEMENIC in the air, also from Slovenia. Scored World Cup points in Nizhny Tagil before Christmas this season. Been a little bit in and out of the World Cup team for Slovenia. Was in Almaty last week, but here he is in the Continental Cup in Vikersund. Looks very disappointed there and will not be able to make the final round with 103 meters, 109.6 points. He's number 20 so far, so theoretically, of course, he has a shot to make it, but there's still a lot of great jumpers here. And first one, his teammate, Andrzej Pograc, number 30 overall in the standings. And Pograc is jumping just before the 105-meter line there, or he's actually exactly on it. 105 meters for Pograc from Ski Club Zagorje in Slovenia. And it will be total points of 116, and so far number 14. That might do it for Pograc, we will see. And from the Czech Republic, Cestmir KOZISEK. Also around the calculation calculation line for KOZISEK, who had 102 as his best training jump. This is 106.5, so a lot better, of course. And we are waiting the points for the Czech jumper. 119.6 points for KOZISEK, who is also a quite experienced jumper at the World Cup level. He's so far in the 11th place, 119.6 points. And Martin Hamann from Germany is in the air. And this was one of the weaker jumps we have seen for a while for Hamann. Born 1997, this is 101.5 meters, marks at 16 and, oh, I'm sorry, it's marks at 16 and a half as counting. 108.9 points, 24th place so far. And then we will have a local jumper, Joachim Ødegaard Bjøring. Also jumped the ski flying World Cup competition here. Was number 28th in the one competition he got, which was his season best at the World Cup level. And Bjøring, who is from the district of Buskerud, 45-minute drive from here in Røyken, 107 meters, and number 5 so far with 122.9 points. And Bor PAVLOVCIC has a 13th place in the World Cup this year and is a youth Olympic champion of the season. Was probably jumping a little bit better, I'd say, in Lillehammer earlier a few weeks back. 107.5 meters here. But it's it's not that bad. Number 7 so far, 122.6 points. That's just ahead of Robert Johansson, who is now number 8. Bjøring, the best Norwegian, at number 5. The leader so far, Tobias Birchler. And from Austria, Markus SCHIFFNER. Everybody's jumping greater than the distance of 105 now. And we are following the overall standings. So the jumpers are only better and better here. 107.5 meters for Schiffner. 122.3 points. 8th place so far for the Austrian there. Then we will have another Norwegian 5th and 6th place as the best in the Continental Cup this year. From Tolga in Norway, Espen ROEE. I think Espen would have wanted to jump a little bit better than this. He was 100 meters as his best in the training. This is 103 meters, so it's a little bit better. But will it be enough to make it for the final round? He's number 22 so far. And there's 10 jumpers left, so it will be difficult. 112.6 points for Espen ROEE. Start number 49 from the Czech Republic, Tomas Vankura. In the air, flying. This is a nice jump. A little bit trouble with the landing there from Vankura. But so far, so good. He's a great ski flyer, 110 meters. 17 and 17 and a half from the judges. Also 18 there, 128.6 points. And he is number 2 so far. The jumper from the Czech Republic. From Germany, number 11 in the overall standings, Pius Paschke. There we have the first crash. The right ski there's it's the trouble. It's not under him at landing, and it's going off to the right, and then he lost his balance and crashed. You'll have a look at the replay there. It's more or less in the moment of the landing. Very hard to control for Pius Paschke. And his distance was 107. Which gives him a score of 102.2 points. He might be able to make it for the final round if his jump is inside of, I think it's 95% of the longest jump. The longest jump so far is 114. So I think he's just around that limit now, but that limit might change since there's still some jumpers left. We have a little bit of a break here now, of course, after the crash, so we can take you through the top in the standings here. It's Tobias Birchler from Swiss leading with 133.4 points ahead of Tomas Vankura from the Czech Republic and Rok Justin from Slovenia. Marinus KRAUS is number 4. He's from Germany. Janni REISENAUER from Austria is number 5, and the Norwegian Joachim Ødegaard Bjøring is number 6. And pardon me, it was not the Pius Paschke who crashed. He's jumping now. It was Markus Eisenbichler. I'm really sorry for that, but the Paschke here. Let's see. Let's hope he will be able to land this jump, and he is. And his jump is around the calculation point there. 106 meters for the Paschke. '18th place so far, 118.4 points. And from Asker and Norway, Halvor Egner Granerud. He took part in the Four Hills tournament for Team Norway. jumped the first 2 competition and then being sent down back to the Continental Cup in favor of Tom Hilde. 107 meters here, and that brings him into a 4th place so far with 126 points even. And he is then ranked as the best Norwegian so far. And we have only left 6 jumpers, and first of them is Tilen Bartol from Slovenia. A little bit late on the jump there, it looked like, and it's not even 105 meters. It will be very difficult for Tilen Bartol here to qualify, I will assume. 103 meters is the official distance for the Slovenian from San Jan. And he's number 23 actually, so he is qualified. I think maybe the conditions has been changing a little bit here. And then it's David Siegel from Germany. Oh, he has to end this jump a little bit too early there. But he's able to make a telemark landing. I think the judges will be punishing him a little bit here. 101 meters. He's seeing 16s and 16 and a halves from the 3 judges so far. And we are awaiting the points here. 109 points, and Siegel is not qualified for the final round. That must be very disappointing for a man at 8th place overall with 2 victories at the Continental Cup this year. This is from Austria, Elias Tollinger. Nice jump. It's over 105 meters, but it's not close to 114 meters as we saw from Tobias Birchler. 106.5 meters so far. And as the first jump, he will have the chance to better that in the second and final round. It's number 16 so far for Tollinger with 119.8 points. And from Austria, Thomas Hofer at the jump, flying out in the air of Vikersund. And the pressure to the skis, and it's a good jump. I think this will be maybe top 5. Let's wait the distance. 109.5 meters, 17 and a halves, 18s from the judges. 126.2 points, and he is number 4 so far. And then we will have one of the favorites from Asker Ski Club outside of Oslo, Tom Hilde. And Tom is in the in run now, gaining speed. And in the air, Tom Hilde. It's a nice jump from Tom. It's around 110 meters. He looks satisfied. 109, 10 and a half meters, 110 and a half meters for Tom Hilde, 18 and 18 and a halves from the judges. Will this be a second place so far for Tom Hilde? Yes, it is. 130.3 points for Tom Hilde, and he is 3.1 point behind Tobias Birchler. And then we will close out this first round with the overall leader in the Continental Cup, Clemens Aigner. And Aigner already jumped. He looked happy. 17s, 18s, 17.5s from the judges here. And the score is 120.4. And he is number 17. Clemens Aigner, so that was a little bit disappointing. I have no official distance for Aigner. I apologize for that. And this wraps it up for this first round here in Vikersund. And as mentioned earlier, we will have a final round of 30 jumpers later on. Was quite good, I'd say. Waiting for the signal from the coach. There's of course the green light, but the coaches is looking at the light and signaling to the jumper. It's for their safety feeling, and that's what they are used to when they are training. And he has to be pulled back here because it's been too many seconds on the gate. It's normally maximum 45 seconds, and they will have automatically a red light. And this is to assure that they are not sitting too long on the gate. It's not really like your sofa or your TV chair at home in your living room. It's quite hard, and it's not good for the preparation of a jump to be sitting there too long. So therefore they are pulled back. They can shake up a little bit and start again. So we are waiting for Ernest PRISLIC from Slovenia. There is the signal from the coach, and he's off and running in the in-run, flying out in the air over Vikersund, and it's a little bit longer than 100 meters and difficulties with the landing there for the Slovenian jumper. The judges will definitely take notice of that and punish him, and it's weak marks. It's 13s and 14.5, 14, total score of 221.1 points, and ranked number 12th so far for Ernest PRISLIC. So he's falling behind in the final standings here. And now it's the Continental Cup leader, Clemens Aigner, who I'd say was one of the big disappointments of the first round. 106.5 meters in that jump, but it's very tight in the standings. He only has like 13 points up to the win. But he was still not very good here, Aigner. I think it's shorter than 105. 104.5 meters for Aigner. And he is actually still number 2. Not too bad, but nobody is able to close the gap up to Paul Winter so far. Aigner to second place here, 244.3 points. And then we are very excited because we will have Marius LINDVIK next up. He was number 32 at the World Cup in Lillehammer before Christmas, which is his best World Cup and only also performance. Here is LINDVIK at the jump, leaping out in the air, flying down the Vikersund hill, but this was not as good as the first jump for Marius LINDVIK, who had a distance of 108.5 meters in the first jump. 101.5 meters here for LINDVIK, who is from Frogner and represents Rælingen Ski Club. 7th place so far for LINDVIK, 236.3 points for the jumper from Rælingen Ski Club Kolnop, and he's at the Vang Elite High School in Oslo too. And from the Czech Republic, Viktor Polasek. He had 111.5 meters in his first jump, one of the longer jumps today. Looks nice, the flying here, and the distance is also good, but his telemark landing is deep. He's a little bit behind, so he will definitely be punished by the judges here. 108 meters. And he will fight in the top, of course, so far. Let's see how far to the top. 125.5 points, and he's in the second place, 1.7 points behind Winter. And if he could have landed with better judges' marks, he would have been the leader so far. But he could not do that, so then it's the second place. And we will continue with the number 14 after the first round from the Czech Republic, Vojtech STURSA. He jumped 109 meters in the first round. Also, he gets the red light here, so he's pulled back by the officials. He will see the red light and the coach will signal him, and also the starter can signal him to come back. And he's then back at the starting gate at the side of the in-run. And he might be able to take off his skis, shake a little bit up, and put on the skis again to prepare again for his final round jump of this Continental Cup competition in Vikersund, which is the 4th last of the season. We will also have a competition here tomorrow morning. Be sure to join us then. And the Continental Cup will wrap up with the competition in 2 competitions in Russia, in Tchaikovsky, in the brand new complex there. Can have a look at the standings so far, the rankings of this final round so far. It's Paul Winter leading ahead of Viktor Polacek. Clemens Eigner, the overall leader of this Continental Cup, is number 3 so far. Cestmir KOZISEK is number 4, but we will try again here with Stursa from Dukla Liberec. And he has the green light and he's in the in-run for his final jump here. Leaps out into the air, flying down. And we have a crash here again. This looked a little bit more unnecessary than the crash we saw from Andrzej BIRCHLER in the first round. Let's have a look at the replay here. There seems to be a little bit of a crash between his skis. So he falls down at his back end there, but no harm. That's actually the most common result of a crash, that you are basically unharmed, which is of course a really good thing. Stursa had 101 meters, total points of 212.6, and so far number 18 and last of the 18 jumpers who have jumped the second round. And we have a Norwegian up next. It's Robert Johansson, who has 1 Continental Cup victory at his resume. It's from Kuopio, 4 years back, I think. His best World Cup performance is from Kuusamo, 13th place there 2 or 3 years back, and this season has been number 18 in the World Cup. It was the last competition, the Sunday competition here in the ski flying hill in Vikersund, where he achieved 243.5 meters, which is making him the Norwegian jumper with the 5th longest jump of the 64 who has leaped or flied over 200 meters from Norway. Robert ready at the gate, waiting for the green light and signal from his coach Thomas Lobben. Robert from Lillehammer, as I mentioned in the first round, he's son of Gorm Johansen. He's a former waxman for the Norwegian team. And his sister Linda was also a ski jumper a few years back, competing internationally for Norway. Here is Robert. He likes big hills and is a really good flyer, so this hill is maybe not suited as one of his favorite. 104 meters here in the second round for Robert Johansson from Norway. 17 and 17 and a half for Robert, and 4th place so far after 104 meters, 242.9 points. He is only 0.4 points behind Clemens Aigner, who is sitting in third place so far. And then we will have number 47. That's his start number. And it's Markus Schiffner. And Schiffner, he was ranked 12th after the first round. So we are getting closer to the top 10. And the final part of this competition, which is really tight. And a lot can happen. But Schiffner also has to be pulled back and start over again. The jury wants to make sure that the competition is even. So we have a corridor for the wind here. And to me it seems like it's a little bit too much tailwind at the moment. That's a little bit typical when it's going from day to evening, and the air gets colder and the cold air sinks and makes it a slight tailwind. It's not dangerous to jump now, but the conditions is not as good as they were. And as I said, the jury want to have equal competition conditions in this competition. So they also have a system for wind compensation where they will add points if you have bad conditions, and they will subtract points if you have good conditions. There we had Schiffner. It was a really good jump, I'd say. 109.5 meters, and he's one of the first jumper in this final round to actually add distance, 2 meters longer than his first jump here for Schiffner. 127.4 points. And we have a new leader finally, but only 1.7 points ahead of Paul Winter. And then we will have the youth Olympic champion from Slovenia, Bor PAVLOVCIC. It was really impressing in Lillehammer, was actually like jumping in his own level there. There were really nobody close him, even though Marius LINDVIK was pushing him hard in the first round there. But in the second round, PAVLOVCIC showed who was the best by far. And also a gold medal for him in the team competition together with Emma Klinec and Nordic Combine jumper. Here is PAVLOVCIC in the second round of the Continental Cup in Vikersund. In the air. Flying down, and it's a quite nice jump here from the Slovenian youngster. Was a little bit longer than 105 meters. 107.5 meters. That's actually the same distance as in the first round. The Waxman did a little bit better job, 0.4 points more speed. The points so far for PAVLOVCIC, 249.1 points. That's the second place so far. Only 0.6 points behind the Schiffner. And then we have this French jumper, Paul Brasm, who was really impressing. He was maybe the surprise of the first round. Let's see what he can achieve here after his second jump. He's falling behind here, definitely. Cannot match his first jump, unfortunately. He had 110 meters. This is 10 meters shorter. So it's 100 meters. But of course, if you want to have one good jump and one bad jump, you will always like the good one in the first round to make sure you go into the second round. He's number 11 so far in this final round, 237.2 points. But he will at least be able to score a top 20 position here. Or maybe not 21, he will be as bad as it seems like. And we have 9 jumpers left. Yeah, he will be number 20, I guess. Joakim Ødegaard Bjøreng, number 9 after the first round. A nice jump here from Joakim. He's from Røyken in the district of Buskerud, where we are right now. It's in between Asker and Drammen, and in between the Drammen Fjord and the Oslo Fjord. And the distance here for Bjøreng, 109 meters, and he is our new leader from Norway. Joakim Ødegaard Bjøreng is now the leader, 253.6 points, 2 meters longer than in the first round. Good jump there from Joakim, that was good to see. Let's see if he can climb a little bit in the standings here. And then we have Janni REISENAUER from Austria, who was number 8 after the first jump, 10 points behind the leader. Oh, I cannot match Ødegaard Bjøreng here, that's for sure. So Joakim will climb at least one position here, 105.5 points. 123.8 points, that's 5th place so far, 247.2 points in total. Then in 7th place after first round, around 9.2 points behind the leader. Birchler was the Olympic champion from the team competition with Team Germany in Sochi in the Olympics. Marinus KRAUS. He has the green light from his coach, the signal, and he is ready with his second jump here. Oh, it looks nice for KRAUS, but a little bit difficulties in the landing there. His left ski came up after the telemark, and the judges is at 17 and 17.5 at this jump, and he had 5/18 in the first round, so he will lose some points there. 109 meters in this jump too, and a 2nd place so far with 250.2 points behind Joakim Ødegaard Bjøreng. The difference between those two is 3.4 points. Then we'll have the second last Norwegian at 6th place after the first round. He's from Asker, had 107 meters in the first round. Halvor Egner Granerud. This is the best jump of the second round if you look away from Markus Eisenbichler's fantastic starting jump. Eisenbichler, who for those who joined us now, jumped 116 meters. And for Granerud here, it's 113.5 meters, and we have a new leader. And he is 8.3 points ahead of Joakim Ødegaard Bjøreng with 261.9 points. It's a double Norwegian lead with our final 5 jumpers left in the competition. And the first one to challenge the 2 Norwegians leading so far, it's from Austria. He was the best ranked Austrian after the first round with 109.5 meters. Thomas Hofer. Hofer is also making a good jump. He will probably be able to challenge Bjøreng with that. But I can't imagine seeing him past Egner Granerud. 111.5 meters, that's 2 meters shorter than Granerud, so we will see here. Yes, it's a 2nd place for Thomas Hofer, 257 points after 2 jumps. And then it's the last Czech jumper, it's Rok Justin, 109 meters in the first round, and Rok Justin had 5.7 points. Up to Thomas Birchler. So let's see what he can achieve here. Rok Justin, cool name, definitely. Great height on the jump, and the distance is also around 110 meters. He will probably not be able to challenge Granerud with that one, but Thomas Hofer, you shall not feel safe. 111 meters here. And the judges' marks are nice, 19 at the best, but also a 17. And Rok Justin, oh, pardon me, he is actually our new leader He is in front of Halvor Egner Granerud, the new leader from Slovenia, Rok Justin. And then we have 3 jumpers left. It's from the Czech Republic, from Norway, and from Switzerland. And first, it's Thomas Vankura, the youngster who is a really strong ski flyer. And here comes Vankura from the Czech Republic. Looks nice, nice pressures on the skis, and this is around 110 meters. He had 0.9 points advantage over Rok Justin after the first jump. This is 110.5 meters, and he is actually number 3 so far. The conditions was probably a little bit better here. 259.8 points for Vankura, ranked 3 so far. So we will definitely have a Norwegian at the podium in this competition, and maybe even 2. We will see what Tom Hilde can achieve here. He was 3.1 points behind Birchler before this second round. From Asker, Tom Hilde. In the air, gaining height, looking good, Tom Hilde. It's around 110 meters. He's a little bit disappointed there, and we will see what the wind compensation will do here. And Tom Hilde, total points of 262.8. That's the second place so far for the Norwegian. He is only 0.4 points behind the lead, and that's that could have been just a half point from one judge and he would have been the leader, but he is not. And then we will see, can Thomas Birchler win this competition? That would be a really big surprise. And Birchler here in his final jump, jumping for a victory, and it's actually quite good. I think he managed himself really well in this final round. I can't imagine him having led a competition like this ever before. 109.5 meters. Is it a little bit too short? Quite weak marks. And Birchler, he is actually number 5 after this competition. So the winner from Slovenia, Rok Justin. The points for Birchler, 258.5 points. Tom Hilde will then be number 2 in this competition with 262.8 points. And Halvor Egner Granerud is number 3 at 261.9 points. Thomas Vankura ranked 4, 259.8. Birchler, as we said, number 5. Thomas Hofer is 6, 257 points. Joachim Ødegaard Bjøreng, number 7, with 253.6 points. Marinus KRAUS, it's number 8, 250.2 points. Markus SCHIFFNER, number 9, 249.7. And in 10th place from Slovenia, Bor PAVLOVCIC with 249 points. And as always, a really tight competition in the Continental Cup. And we are, of course, so grateful for all of you who have followed us tonight. Make sure to return to our broadcast tomorrow, which will start with the first round at 10 AM. So it will be a morning competition tomorrow. Today it was, as you know, a night competition, and the second round tomorrow will be around 11 AM. The third last Continental Cup competition tomorrow of the season. And Tom Hilde today, he is adding points for Clemens Eigner compared to Clemens Eigner for the overall standings, but there's quite a gap between those two guys. But Hilde is now ranked 2nd in the Continental Cup after being ranked 3rd before this competition.
tredjeplass. From Norway, Halvor Egner Granrud. In second place, andreplass, also from Norway, Tom Hilde. And first place and the winner, førsteplass og vinner, Rok Justin, Slovenia. The prizes will be handed over by Mr. Stig Hamstad, President of the local organizing committee. Premiene vil bli delt ut av Stig Hamstad, leder organisasjonskomiteen i Vikersund. Er det sur, da? Ja. Vi congratulate the winners. Vi gratulerer vinnerne.